Hello children, welcome back to our English class. In the last class, we started the play Listen to the Mountain and completed the scene 1. Do you remember the all information that we learned from it? Okay, let me ask you only 2 questions. Are you ready to answer my questions? Here is the first question. What does the grandmother say about her past? What does the grandmother say about her past? Do you remember? Yes. She was born, grew up, married, had her children, grandchildren, and great-grandchildren and lived all her life in that village, on the slopes of Dharmagiri. And my second question, the last one. Who is Narayan and what is he? Who is Narayan and what is he? Yes. Narayan is the grandson of the grandmother and he is a school headmaster. Hope all of you have answered my 2 questions correctly. Haven't you? So in scene 1, we saw the entry of grandmother Narayan and Saga. Then we have to know the shocking news, don't we? Let's read the scene number 2 and find it out. Scene 2. Curtain rises. Set shows Ramanna's tea shop. Small cheerful hotel with 2 tables and several chairs. Transistor radio on Ramanna's counter. Light film music blaring. Conversation opens and music fades. Saga. Yes, thank you. I'll have a tea. Moved into the village a couple of days ago, you know. Rented a house beyond the marketplace. Bit primitive, but it will do. I'm only here for 6 months. Thank goodness. Ramanna, curiously. Why 6 months? Have you come on your business? Saga, with a sneer. Yeah. Why will I come to a sleepy little dumb like this if not for business? We are building a hotel here, a 5-star hotel. Ramanna, by serving tea. A 5-star hotel here? In our village? Saga, proudly. Yeah. A fabulous multi-storied hotel. 300 rooms, shopping complex, swimming pool, health club, video, the works. Narayan, surprised. But ours is a small village. Only 500 people live here. What will we do with a hotel that has 300 rooms? Saga, addressing the audience. Village folk? They are dumb. To Narayan. Tourism, man, tourism. And he rises from the chair and talks in an excited voice. This is a lovely village, right in the middle of a valley. This river that flows through your village, it is the cleanest I have ever seen. Sweeps his arms as he speaks. And up the Dharmagiri mountain, such a gorgeous, breathtaking view, the waterfalls, the trees, the wildlife, marvelous. Simply marvelous. The plan is to build a 5-star hotel right there on top of Dharmagiri, overlooking your village. Points to the mountain. Fantastic, huh? Narayan, shocked. The only construction we have on Dharmagiri is the temple, built 300 years ago. Ramanna, the mountain is sacred to us. The river which starts there flows down and sustains our crops, our lives. How can you build a hotel there? Narayan, there is only a narrow winding path to the top. Your vehicles cannot go up. And what will happen to the houses, including mine, which are along this slope? Saga, there is nothing to worry. I can tell you. This hotel is being built by Dikshit. Heard of him, the multi-millionaire industrialist from Delhi? He has the okay from the government and my firm has clinched the deal for building it. Everything has been arranged. I have come to get the work started. Ramanna, agitated. Ray, no one in the village has been told about it. The villagers will not like it. I know they will not. Sagar, hotly. Ignorance, my dear friend, ignorance. The village will not be harmed in any way. Can't you see? When we widen the road to go up the hill and make it a tar road, some houses will naturally be knocked down. We will compensate handsomely. Don't you worry, man. It will be one of the best luxury hotels in the country. Tourists will pour into your village, especially rich ones. Narayan, doubtfully. Where are the men to build your hotel? Where is the missionary? Sagar, laughing. It is all arranged, man. Dikshit does not waste time. He has influence. He can get things moving and snaps his fingers. Tomorrow, lorries and trucks will arrive with cement, bricks, steel, marble and other things. We are bringing the laborers, of course. A few hundred. Raman, a few hundred? Where will they stay? Sagar, we will put up temporary dwellings for them at the foot of the hill. You know, some temporary shacks. No problem. Narayan, you mean you will have slums here? Sagar by shrugging. Well, that is what they are used to, man. They live like rats. Don't you know? Narayan, not. Mr. Sagar, I strongly oppose this plan to build a hotel on Dharmagiri. I wish we, the villagers, had been consulted first. Mr. Dikshit should have asked us what we felt about it. Sagar, contemptuously. Don't make me laugh, man. Mr. Dikshit, the multi-millionaire, owner of 24 cinema houses, 5 luxury hotels, 3 drug companies and the biggest biscuit factory in India, Mr. Dikshit, who owns 5 mansions in different parts of the world, you want him to consult you? Look, man, it is his money, his idea, his effort. You villagers have nothing to do with it. Raman, ruffled. You don't know us. We certainly have something to do with it. Hope you have completed reading scene 2. Where is the setting of the scene 2? Yes, at Ramanna's tea shop. Who are the major characters? Yes, Narayan, Sagar and Ramanna. We know that Sagar is a building contractor and why did he come to that village? Yes, he came to that village to construct a hotel on the top of the Dharmagiri. And that is what Narayan, Sagar and Ramanna are talking about. Here is a question for you. How did Sagar introduce himself to Narayan? How did Sagar introduce himself? Yes, he moved into the village a couple of days ago, rented a house beyond the marketplace and he is only in that village for 6 months. In this way, Sagar introduced himself to Narayan. When Ramanna asked if he had come there for any business, with a mocking smile he asked why he would come to a sleepy little dump like that if not for business. And he said that they were building a hotel there, a 5-star hotel. Here is another question for you. How did Sagar describe the hotel? How did Sagar describe the hotel that he and his team going to construct on the top of the Dharmagiri? Yes. He described like this. The hotel is a fabulous multi-storied hotel with 300 rooms, shopping complex, swimming pool, health club, video, etc. After hearing this, Narayan surprised. It is another question. Why is Narayan shocked when he hears about Sagar's project? Why he is shocked? Yes. He is surprised because he can't understand the logic of building a hotel with 300 rooms in a village where only 500 people live. Do you understand why Sagar and his team selected this village for constructing a 5-star hotel? Yes, because that is a lovely village right in the middle of the valley, and it has got the cleanest river, marvelous waterfall, trees and wildlife, and the view from Dharmagiri mountain is a gorgeous one. So naturally tourists will visit and stay there. That's why Sagar and his team selected this village to construct the hotel on the top of the Dharmagiri mountain. After hearing this, with a shock, Narayan said that the only construction they had on Dharmagiri is the temple that had built 300 years before. And here is another question. How did Ramanna react to Sagar's project? How did the tea shop owner Ramanna react to this project? Yes, Ramanna says that the mountain is sacred to them. The river which starts there flows down and sustains their crops and lives. And who is going to build the 5-star hotel? Who is going to build the 5-star hotel? Yes, Mr. Dikshit, the millionaire industrialist from Delhi. And he got the okay from the government, and Sagar informed that he had come to get the work started. Here is another question. Why is Ramanna agitated? Then why Ramanna agitated? Why is Ramanna agitated? Yes, Ramanna is agitated because Sagar and his team are planning to construct that 5-star hotel without consulting the villagers. That's why Ramanna is agitated. At that, Sagar behaves hotly because he thinks that those villagers are ignorant and they have no claim to question the plan of Sagar and his team. And then he informs that the hotel will be one of the best luxury hotels in the country. Tourists will pour into their village. Mr. Dikshit has got consent from the government, and Sagar's workers will widen the path and make it a tar road. They will give compensation to those whose houses are damaged while widening the paths. Building materials will be brought. What did Sagar tell about building materials and labors? Yes, he informs that lorries and trucks will arrive with cement, bricks, steel, marble and other things next day. And they are bringing a few hundred laborers too. And they will put up temporary dwellings for them at the foot of the hill. Don't you see, Sagar talks about Mr. Dikshit? What picture of Mr. Dikshit do you get? Mr. Dikshit is a multi-millionaire and he is the owner of 24 cinema houses, 5 luxury hotels, 3 drug companies, the biggest biscuit factory in India and 5 mansions in different parts of the world. At the end of this scene, Ramanna challenged Sagar and said that the villagers had something to do with that. And what may happen? Will Sagar can complete his project? Let's see in the next video. Goodbye.